Hello and welcome to the first round draw of the National Cup for 2023. This is the 10th edition of the 40-over competition, with 29 teams entered into the running this year from the 5 provincial unions. The National Cup was last won by North County when they beat Terranure in a great final in Leinster Cricket Club. Both clubs, plus 27, will once more line out for a tilt at the 2023 competition, and again we look forward to some fantastic games of cricket. To complete the draw this afternoon, I'm joined by Stella Downs and Ali McColmont, who will pick out the balls. Now the clubs in the draw should be shown on your screen, so we will get started with the first round draw. Ali will draw the home team and Stella will draw the away team. So Ali, if you would start proceedings for us, please.
Wexford Wanderers.
Wexford Wanderers will be at home too.
Doesn't want to open. Muckamore.
Wexford Wanderers will be at home to Muckamore.
Rush.
Rush will be at home to
Strabane.
Rush will be at home to Strabane.
North Kildare.
North Kildare will be at home to
Bonsglen.
North Kildare will be at home to Bonsglen.
Ballymena.
Ballymena will be at home to
Knockharley.
Ballymena will be at home to Knockharley.
Craigie.
Craigie will be at home to
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny. Craigie will be at home to Letterkenny.
Derryaki.
Derryaki will be at home to
Ballyhonus.
Ballyhonus. Derryaki will be at home to Ballyhonus.
Burndennet.
Burndennet will be at home to
Laois.
Laois. Burndennet will be at home to Laois.
Killyclooney.
Killyclooney will be at home to
Templepatrick.
Killyclooney will be at home to Temple Patrick.
Ballyspellin.
Ballyspellin will be at home to
A bye.
And the reason for that is Munster have only elected to have 4 teams, so Ballyspellin will receive a bye in this particular round.
Glendermot.
Glendermot will be at home to
Athlone.
Athlone. Glendermot will be at home to Athlone.
Middleton.
Middleton will be at home to
Why have I got all the difficult ones? Civil Service.
Middleton will be at home to Civil Service.
UCC.
UCC will be at home to
Cliftonville Academy.
Cliftonville Academy. UCC will be at home to Cliftonville Academy.
County Kerry.
County Kerry will be at home to
St Johnson.
St Johnson. County Kerry will be at home to St Johnson.
County Galway.
County Galway will be at home to
Limerick.
Limerick. County Galway will be at home to Limerick. And that concludes the draw for the National Cup for 2023. Some exhilarating fixtures in there, and we look forward to them so much. Matches commencing on May the 20th, 2023. That concludes the draw for the National Cup 2023. Some intriguing fixtures in this, but I couldn't really go any further than Stella Downs. First name out of the hat, first year in the competition, a Wexford girl. Tell us about what that means to Wexford Wanderers, do you think?
Well, I think this is going to be absolutely huge for Wexford Wanderers. I'm thrilled to see them in there. I mean, for so many years, they've been kind of languishing in the lower divisions. It's great to see now that they've made it up to the National Cup. I can just imagine Herbie Honohan's face. He'll be as proud as a dog with 2 tails. He'll just be absolutely chuffed. And I think it was great to see them coming out first and to have them playing opposition from outside Leinster. It'll be a real novelty for them. And the fact that they're at home, I think, you know, Muckamore are a decent side. They're bound to be, and I'm sure we'll hear from Ali a bit
Well,
about
I'm going to
that.
ask Ali,
Okay.
Stella, if you don't mind. You've got very passionate about your Wexford there,
Oh,
quite
absolutely.
rightly
I'm
so.
supporting
But
them.
Ali, tell me a wee bit about Muckamore.
Yeah, Muckamore have been a Premier League side for a few years over the last 10. They've been up and down a little bit between the top and Championship, but really strong side around the Antrim area in Northern Ireland. And they are a good side. They are a good side. Steeped in cricket for years. Neil Gill's gone back there as captain, and he's played at a very high level, and they've made some astute signings over the winter already. So I looked at them as a possibility for maybe going quite deep into this competition. So I'm sure Neil Gill will be taking his trips down to Wexford and having a good night out, I'm sure, as well.
And the joy, Ali, of this competition, of course, is these type of new clubs. And I have to look at Letterkenny. Away to Crega, They will be absolutely thrilled. Just one to be partaking in. And again, as Stella said, the great thing about the competition is they're playing a team from a different province.
Absolutely, absolutely. And looking at that draw, I'm sure maybe Craigie wouldn't have minded the reverse fixture away to Letterkenny. Might have been a good try for the team from Belfast. But yeah, Letterkenny getting to travel down to Belfast to play Craigie. Very similar to Muckamore. Craigie played Premier League cricket last year. Didn't have a great year, but a very settled team. And similar to Muckamore, they could go well. And a great trip for Letterkenny to come to Belfast.
And I'm intrigued by Stella by one fixture, because again, it would be in friendships garnered in the early years of my participation in the trophy, St. Johnson. But St. Johnson, one of the most picturesque grounds, making the move to Kerry, another most beautiful ground. That's a scintillating wee fixture.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm jealous for St. Johnson to get a chance to go down and play at the Oyster Oval. I still haven't managed to visit it, but I'm really looking forward to getting there at some stage. And St. Johnson, I just love St. Johnson. And they're a club that are really... They're starting to come together again in the Northwest. They're turning into a really decent side. They've got the young Macbeths coming up through who've got real potential, both the boys and the girls. And I just think it'll be an interesting one. It'll be tough for both sides, but I think St. Johnson certainly will relish the trip to see the Oyster Oval, but they will only enjoy it if they actually manage to get a win while they're there. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's hard to say who will come out on top there. St. Johnson, I think, will have the stronger side, but Kerry have home advantage, so you just never know. And
the absolutely, pearl of twirl.
I was just going to say, the Yak is not going to let Kerry down, so you would know him very well.
I would.
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting one.
And one fixture that I'm looking at here is Glendermot. Now, that's a place I really enjoy going, Ali.
Absolutely.
To play against Athlone.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier on about the NCU teams there, Muckamore and Craigie. Again, I'd love to see a Northwest team give this a run. I mean, Leinster, the National Cup's been a bit of a Leinster thing over the past few years. North County and Terranure last year. But sometimes if you get to a final, the media coverage gets you to get to another final because you see how big it gets. So if teams in April and May can say, let's give this competition a real run, you know, it's great towards the end of media coverage. And Glendermot is somebody who I think are under the radar a little bit. Again, they've made a few signings and they look to get back to where they were a few years ago. Athlone, don't know much about Athlone really, to be honest with you, but I think Glendermot will be happy with a home tie there, and I fancy them to go a good deep way in this competition.
Excellent. Well, listen, I'm so excited. The National Cup has produced so much excitement, some incredible games of cricket, and really has been a fantastic flagship event for Cricket Ireland. So much enjoyment in it. A brilliant final last year, admittedly, as Ali talked about, between two Leinster clubs, scintillating in terms of its excitement. I can't wait. It's May the 20th again. Strap yourself in, get your seatbelts on, because we can't wait.